For billions of years, we waited to embrace our full potential. Slowly, we started exploring the world around us. We became organized and skilled. We learned the language of nature. This empowered us to create unbelievable things. With the digital age, our development became exponential. We have become masters of our world. But it comes with a great responsibility. The responsibility lies with those who master technology. With their vision and innovation, they will shape our future. We have made it our mission to find that 1%.
Hello startup friends, I'm very pleased to bid a warm welcome to all of you passionate startup enthusiasts around the globe. Thanks for tuning in to what hopefully will be a spectacular online award show where we have 9 prizes to award. The Global Startup Awards team knows no better way to start off the year than to celebrate the very best of the best from the startup ecosystem from around the world. The startups who have made it all the way to tonight's show truly deserve the recognition. First, national winners from the local ecosystem were selected, then regional winners from different parts of the world made it to the top, and now it's time to celebrate the global winners. Since the last global grand finale physically took place in China late 2019, a lot of circumstances have changed in the worldwide societies because of COVID-19. This situation has brought this show online this year, and now we decided to add an extra digital dimension and take you back to the digital world of the 1980s, where the computer technology reached the masses. Younger generations, who later became the individuals who created the digital world we know today, lived in this period of time, and we want to salute them in a kind, nostalgic way. If anything, 2020 was a year where the digitalization of our society really came to use. Our world has become even more digital than the movie from 1982, Back to the Future, could predict, except for the weather forecast, which we haven't been able to crack yet. In the future, technology and all aspects of life will meld together. At least this is what our pioneers of innovation predict. As founders, startup teams and ecosystem supporters, you have the capability to shape how this future will look like. This means that no matter where you are in the world, you're all part of the same global tribe. A tribe that we want to connect through Global Startup Awards. So, today we celebrate you, the new pioneers, the future shapers. Now let's get this show started. In 2020, all of us have mostly been meeting each other through digital solutions. But in between all of our online activity, we met with the visionary Icelandic founder David Helgeson from the unicorn Unity Technologies to talk about his personal startup experience. Welcome, David Helgeson. We're delighted to have you here.
Thank you.
So you made a unicorn, and a lot of people think that's impossible, but you actually did it. So what does it take to get there?
I think there's a few things, but I think a really key element is what has been described as being relentlessly resourceful. Mm-hmm. Like you're just, when you build a thing, and especially if it goes long and it becomes big, there'll be like 1,000 or 10,000 problems along the way and really hard moments. And I think the people that just are continuously searching for solutions and don't tire too easily and just don't give up and are always searching for solutions, And some of the problems you will not solve, and you have to kind of ignore some problems actually and just keep going. But this kind of continuous search for solutions and continuous learning, I think it's kind of one of the main characteristics.
Mm-hmm. And so it's been a journey, and people might think that, well, he must have made some sacrifices to get there. Did it cost you anything on a personal level?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, there's definitely loved ones that had to sort of wait sometimes a bit for me. Like I couldn't see them this year, or something like that. So maybe a little bit, yes. But it was so fun and kind of interesting and giving and exciting that I don't feel I really make sacrifices as such. But sometimes definitely people had to wait.
Is it like that? Do you feel like that you're the new rock star? No? It's not like that. You get all the attention and people are no.
I mean, it's kind of a small world we're in. The set of people that actually care about this is maybe not so big, and that's okay.
What kind of talents are you looking for in Nordic makers?
So my passion has become sort of angel investing, and I do that with Nordic makers, and I do it on my own sometimes. And I'm just looking for those kind of super smart, passionate people that have some kind of weird take on the world.
A weird take?
Yeah, they see something the rest of us don't see.
Yeah.
So sometimes we think that you're looking for people that are living a little bit in the future, not so much in the future that they're sort of gone, but a little bit they see something a little before the rest of us see it. Maybe because they have a problem we others don't have, or they've maybe studied some topic, whether it's quantum physics or just a type of programming, or maybe they're experts in a particular topic or something, and they're annoyed that the world hasn't kind of made the product for them yet, and they start building that product.
Are you good at spotting the talent?
I think so.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you, David, for sharing your story with us. Unity Technologies is a true example of how three driven founders with a bright idea, a hole in the market, and a die-hard attitude can impact not only their own individual network and surroundings, but ultimately the entire world. With this accomplishment in mind, it is of course important to remember that Unity Technologies had a beginning like any other startup out there. Sure, beginnings are filled with doubts, risks and sacrifices, but they are also exciting, as they are the start of something completely new and unknown. And now, for the first award of the show, let's see who are the finalists of the category Best Newcomer.
Best Newcomer. TechY, Vietnam. TechY's mission is to empower the next generations in digital literacy and computational thinking skills in Southeast Asia, as well as facilitate necessary skills in the 4.0 industry. Trust Chain, Hungary. We build trust between companies with legally binding digital contracts, right to sign verification, and settlement automation. Developed by lawyers, trade finance specialists, and IT security professionals. Meridat, Ukraine. Meridat is a technological company that develops products for charging on a distance with extreme efficiency. Good Monday, Denmark. Good Monday is an easy-to-use workspace management solution that brings together all your office activities and creates a productive work environment with happy employees. Mom Says, South Africa. Mom Says is a data-driven, unique resource for moms who are looking for unbiased, trusted advice from other moms regarding best product solutions for their families. Origami SRL, Italy. Origami is a clothing brand for babies 0 to 24 months in organic cotton and milk fiber. Milk fiber has beneficial properties that takes care of the baby's skin, integrating its structural weaknesses.
Oh, it's so exciting. Let's see who's won. With me I have a tiny version of Commodore 64, which some of you might remember. It was first released in 1982 and it became one of the most popular home computers of the 80s, despite it being far from user-friendly by today's standard. But let's see who the winner of the category Best Newcomer of the Year is Trust Chain from Hungary.
Yes! We made it! Nice job, guys. Thank you, Global Startup Award. It's a great honor for us. Thank you for all of it.
Congratulations, Trust Chain. Your legal security in the digital world solution has proven its case and impressed the jury. There's a high demand for it and we wish you nothing but success going forward. While the coronavirus pandemic has ravaged much of the world, many startups have, of course, also been influenced. Let's hear from the CEO of Global Startup Awards, Kim Balle, on how the pandemic has influenced the global startup ecosystem and the work they do. So, Kim Balle, when the pandemic became a reality, what was your first thoughts about what's going to happen with the Global Startup Awards?
The COVID pandemic, of course, very early on caught our attention because when you are running something that has, you have an organization and you have a lot of people involved, you have to be very proactive. And so we knew we had to very early on figure out how is this potentially could impact what we're doing. And we simply took a decision very early on to make our plan B the plan A. And the plan B was to move everything online. So instead of hoping that it will work out, we just wanted to change our focus and really just make it online, and it has been actually quite interesting year in that regard.
And what reactions did you see in the startup ecosystem to the pandemic? A lot of people in the ecosystem, so how did they react?
It's been very inspiring actually to talk to people from different parts of the world in the ecosystem, and it's really, really clear that people within the startup ecosystem, founders, but also startup teams and other stakeholders, they are very resilient. They keep going and they're very innovative. They find a way to change and adapt very fast. And I think it's because when you are already running a startup, it is already quite disrupting all the time. So you have an easier way to adapt to a crisis like the pandemic. So I actually think that governments and corporate, they should look a little bit towards the startup scene and maybe they can pick up a few tricks.
And do you think that this pandemic has changed the whole future of this startup ecosystem?
Yeah, because it changed the world basically. And there's so many things we could go into in that regards. But one of the big things is that the startup ecosystem, if you work on a global level, if you're a startup that wants to scale, you actually have to travel quite a lot. You have to do a lot of meetings. It's not uncommon to fly somewhere to take one meeting because this is the guy, he could be the investor or he's a really important key person for the team. So there's a lot of travel involved, and this year nobody traveled, almost. And I think it became clear that you could do a lot of things online. So you can go really, really far before you actually do that travel. So I think in the future it will be different. You will save the travel for the most important part, and I think it will be more effective and it will also be better for the carbon footprint. Another thing that it also has done in the same relationship to what we just talked about now is that it has been a catalyst to internationalization. Because before you really felt you have to go and meet the person to to create the trust to really engage and talk about serious things. I think now people has again learned something new, that you can go a long way online, and I think that would make it easier and faster to do the internationalization, whether you're going into a new market or you're finding a new investor and so forth.
Thank you so much, Kimbala.
Thank you.
Thanks to Kimbala. The Global Startup Awards is not only a worldwide competition and an award show, but also a global platform that connects people from the entire global startup ecosystem, whether you're a startup founder, an ecosystem builder, an accelerator program, an investor, or a business mentor. As you can imagine, getting to the global finale is a long journey. Behind the concept of Global Startup Awards is a comprehensive competition framework supported by organizations and business judges from all over the world. To give a good overview of how all of this works, let me show you this video.
Global Startup Awards has 3 phases of winners: national, regional, and global. Every season begins with nominations. Nominations happen at the national level. All aspects of the startup ecosystem are covered in over 10 categories. While nominations are open, anyone can nominate anyone in any category. The national finalists are chosen with input from experts. 5 finalists in each category are chosen based on the criteria and the data gathered from the nominees. National finalists are then announced in each country. Voting then opens on all the national finalists. The results of the popular vote is equivalent to 1 jury member. During the national voting stage, each national jury member will rank the national finalists. When the voting is closed, the points are tallied and the national winners are announced. The national winners then compete at the regional level. The selection process is exactly the same, combining public voting with jury ranking, with the only difference being that the jury also includes representatives from outside the region. The winners are announced at the regional grand finale. The winners from each region will move on and compete one last time on a global level. The winners are announced at the global grand finale. Follow us and find out when nominations open near you. Help us find that next 1%. GlobalStartupAwards.com.
Well, there you have it. Now you know what it takes to get all the way to the final show. This year, we welcome 3 more African regions to Global Startup Awards, now covering the entire continent. Africa as a startup ecosystem is maturing faster than ever. This goes hand in hand with Africa being the next frontier of the internet, creating new opportunities for startup ecosystems.
Hi, my name is JP and I'm the founder of UFAR. The most interesting thing that's happened to us over the past 12 months has been the global pandemic. COVID exposed a hole in our business model. This forced us to pivot, and as a result, we were able to scale faster than we were before. One of our proudest moments was winning the award for the best food tech agtech startup in Southern Africa. The validation from our peers in the startup community gives us the strength to keep moving forward. I'd like to give a huge shout out to the global startup community. It takes years to become an overnight success, and not many people know how challenging it is to run a startup. Being part of this community makes the journey just a little bit easier. So I'd like to leave you with a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Cheers.
Thank you. Those were some interesting insights from Africa. Now, some of the key players who boost startup businesses are the so-called accelerator programs or incubator initiatives. You'll find them anywhere in the world, taking different shapes and forms, but all with the same desire and aim to help newborn startups get off the ground. Actually, let me ask you this. Did you know that the first independent startup accelerator was Y Combinator? It was originally started by Paul Graham in Cambridge, Massachusetts back in 2006, but then moved to Silicon Valley. In short, the whole idea of creating startup accelerators was to disrupt the venture capital business by encouraging more investors to make smaller investments early on in a startup's evolution. Let's see who the finalists are.
Best Accelerator or Incubator Program. 1,337 Ventures, Malaysia. Established in 2012, 1,337 Ventures is Malaysia's first accelerator, pioneering the design thinking methodology and design sprints. Techcelerator, Romania. A place filled with energy, with a unique proposition for the Romanian market of tech innovators, where startups can achieve a rocket speed development. ITU Çekirdek, Turkey. ITU Çekirdek is a global incubation center that brings startups and scale-ups together with its customers, investors and business partners in the market. The Factory, Norway. The Factory is the largest Nordic fintech and proptech incubator and accelerator, and the most exciting place to be for entrepreneurs in the Oslo fintech and proptech scene. Dololo Operations, Namibia. Dololo is a privately owned company that develops the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Namibia. Dololo provides services in the form of internal innovation workshops, team building and events. Accelio, France. Accelio is an independent European accelerator platform dedicated to enterprise technology and SaaS startups, owned by a partnership of over 60 serial entrepreneurs and international executives.
All right, let's move on to the second prize of tonight's show. Now again, I have brought an item that brings back memories for us old-timers. Witness the 80s. Sure, the smartphone has made life dramatically easier, but it is nice to feel a good old-fashioned landline phone in my hand. Bonsoir. The winner of the Best Accelerator or Incubator Program of the Year is Accelio from France. If you weren't familiar with Accelio from the French tech scene, now you certainly are. So if you're a startup based in France, check out the many great teams that they boost through their efficient accelerator model. As mentioned a bit earlier, you're all here today because you're part of a global tribe of future shapers. Being a part of a tribe is about relationships and mutual understanding. At the end of the day, the most historical deals were all made through personal relations between people. Next, we are meeting Peter Kovacs, who is the co-founder of Global Startup Awards, to hear how all of this is working online during a pandemic.
Hello guys. Keeping in touch with each other during these times were not easy, and it's still not. But at the same time, we also realized the amazing opportunity of living in the world of internet. Still though, many people out there haven't really figured out how to use it for their benefits. But there are definitely benefits out of it. For instance, we have all these amazing platforms that we can use. We can jump on any video streaming services anytime to keep in touch. But also there are inventions like Virbela or most recently Clubhouse that allows us to really connect each other and keep in touch. And more than that, introduce each other to others. So using those platforms smartly and in a scheduled way really makes a big difference. And at the same time, what I'm a huge fan of is connecting people. You know, we coming from the startup world, we are all in a tribe. And it's really easy for us to keep in touch, to keep on connecting each other all the time. And what I really like doing is, as I mentioned, running it on a scheduled way, which means that I dedicate every day, every week, some time slots that are only there to keep on connecting people from my network without any like expectations on the return. More like just keep on giving value by connecting the right people to each other. And that's also what I find fascinating about Global Startup Awards and the tribe and the community behind Global Startup Awards, that however we are coming from different cultures, different parts of the world, we have this very fundamental understanding in between each other. We really understand each other deeply. We know what our problems are, what our challenges are, and we can really feel for the others. So that's what I would really highlight, that keep on connecting people to each other is probably the secret of also keeping yourself on the top of the brain of the most important people in your network. And, since we all, as I mentioned, live in a tribe, we tend to forget about people outside of our bubble, right? So let's hear what those people think about, hearing the buzzwords from our world coming. So here it goes.
That's like the robot, that sort of thing, anything that is man-made to help you and to do something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's an old movie.
Oh, that's what's gonna take over the world one day. That's like Siri and Cortana in your computers and phones.
It's rubbish. Humans are a lot better.
Like Leonardo da Vinci has an artificial intelligence.
A business angel would be a rare species.
It's right now I cannot say.
That's difficult.
I don't. Are these real things? A business angel?
Someone who could help you if you have trouble. That would be your angel.
It's a financial advisor. That's what I think so. Someone who will help you through debts, to be out of debt.
Some materials, I guess.
A person that comes by and saves you from bad startup ideas. I don't know.
A business angel? Never heard of it. An investor who invests in startups or small businesses and help them grow.
A unicorn is a mythical creature that's been made up by people to tell their stories to children.
I would think it's an animal, unicorn.
Something that doesn't exist.
A horse.
A unicorn, I think it's a unicorn. It's a fantasy horse with the horns. I think so.
Unicorn is an extinct animal.
I work for a company where our logo is a unicorn.
Unicorn is an imaginary horse which has a bone coming out of his head.
I haven't brushed up my Norse mythology, but I really hope it actually existed at some point.
No, but I like unicorns, so I'll probably like it.
What's a unicorn?
A search engine? I don't know.
I'm not really sure, but I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Maybe I think it's... I don't really know. I don't really know. I won't lie.
Sounds pretty much like everything on the internet.
It's a very fancy term.
Many things, yeah.
That would be a Finnish technical industry.
Some kind of technology invented in Finland.
No clue at all. No.
Fintech? Oh man, you're asking some really difficult questions.
I don't know, some kind of program, computer program, yeah.
Thanks to Peter Kovacs. As you can see in the video, our buzzwords don't make much sense to individuals from outside the tribe. It shows that the startup ecosystem has its own language and unique subculture. The next category is closely related to where this startup culture is born and where new funny buzzwords are created. The home of many startups, the best co-working space.
Best co-working space. Common Ground, Malaysia. Common Ground is a flexible and focused co-working community where they break down traditional office spaces to bring people, ambition and resources together. Impact Hub, Czech Republic. The Impact Hub is an inspiring space with endless opportunities for everyone. Its community, co-working space and fully equipped offices provide the perfect foundation for everyone. Workington, Turkey. Workington, with its co-working, virtual office, serviced office and meeting room services, serves over 2,000 corporate companies with 15,000 members in 12 different business centers. Mind Park, Sweden. Mind Park is a number of creative co-working and event spaces located in the southern side of Sweden. Mind Park is home to numerous small and big companies, great events and inspiring meetings. Workshop 17, South Africa. Workshop 17 doesn't just create co-working spaces, they connect people and businesses. Avila Spaces, Portugal. Avila Spaces is the most awarded workspace in Portugal and is the leader of innovation in the flexible workspaces market in the country.
So many worthy finalists and only one winner. Now check this out. I have the iconic Walkman with me here on stage. Do you also remember when the Walkman first caught on in the 80s? It arrived simultaneously with the gigantic boom in fitness. Millions started using the Walkman to exercise, from running to training in the gym, and Sony used the name worldwide. Those were the days. The Walkman has no doubt cemented itself as part of pop culture. Well, back to reality. The best co-working prize goes to Workshop 17 from South Africa.
Guys, I think we won!
Well done, Workshop 17. Truly impressive what you've done for the startup community in your local area since your opening in 2012 in the 5 co-working locations you own in South Africa. I hope that I say this South African phrase correctly. I hope you'll have a jaw tonight as the winners. An unexpected outcome of the pandemic for all of us in 2020, I guess, was that a lot of our specific job situations were in fact also positively influenced, such as saving time on commuting and being able to take meetings from the comfort of our homes. In connection to this positive discovery, I think it's fair to state that 2020 was the year of video calls and online coordination. One of the innovative platforms in this vertical world is the platform Verbella. And our next guest, the founder, Alex Howland, will share his views on the future of online collaboration. So, Alex Howland, on your platform, we all transform into avatars and then we can meet and talk, but we can also play soccer and have fun and dance. Why is it useful to have fun and dance while you work?
Yeah, we really value fun in the workplace. We think fun helps from a cultural standpoint break down the barriers and loosen people up to connect more intimately as a team. And when we do that, we find that they're more transparent with each other, so are more likely to lean into maybe challenging discussions. We think they're more innovative, that they feel more comfortable sharing ideas that they might not think out of. I think fun has sometimes a negative connotation in the workplace, but when you look at groups like IDEO and these other creativity consulting firms, a lot of their activities focus around fun. So we spend a lot of time in the workplace. Why not make work fun? Why not really engage and connect with your colleagues?
Mm-hmm. And in which ways is this a way of meeting through avatars, having fun, relevant for entrepreneurs and startup businesses?
Yeah, so given the global pandemic right now, it's really obvious, but we think even post pandemic, right? This idea of remote work is really here to stay. And I think what a lot of companies are struggling with right now is how do we build culture remote? How do we do innovation remote? How do we have that sense of presence together? And those are some of the advantages we get in the virtual world, is that there's this sense of presence, being together, and you can grow. You know, your headquarters is located everywhere, right? There's no traveling to the headquarters. There's no, some people are disadvantaged because they're in satellite sites. Everyone's together wherever they may be in the world, in the platform. And you start to build that cadence and that drumbeat of working remotely. And it's a thing that can really scale as your organization scales, which is quite important. You know, when you're really small, you might be able to get away with just, you know, interacting on Zoom or whatnot, but that's not scalable. You need a platform that can actually scale with your organization, in your team. And we certainly believe and have seen success with virtual worlds.
Thank you so much, Alex Howland, for showing us the possibilities in working online through avatars and this new way of collaboration online. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks to Alex from Verbella for the insights. Now, Global Startup Awards was born in the Nordics back in 2012. However, the first additional region, Central Europe, was added 2 years after. It's a region full of tech talent. According to a report from Skill Value, 4 out of the top 5 countries for tech talent are countries in Central Europe. Next, we're gonna meet one of the winners from the region.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and I'm a CEO of a fintech company, Limitless. I'm very proud to have been awarded the Founder of the Year award for Central Europe, and also to be a finalist for the Global Startup Awards. I was asked to share what we as a business were up to in the last 12 months. I must say the last year has been pretty much about surviving. Many of our clients, corporations, put their innovation projects on hold or even closed the innovation labs. That wasn't an easy year for us, and I'm sure it wasn't easy for most of you. Now we are focusing on the new year and getting the most out of it. I was also asked to share about the Global Startup Awards. It is one of the most important awards that we as a company have received. And it was an amazing experience to be attending the ceremony with other finalists in China in December 2019. I wanted to congratulate you for being nominated to the regional finals. I'm sure that all of you worked hard to get here, and I hope that this nomination or even an award will give you the boost of energy to take your company to the next level. Wishing you all the best, stay safe, enjoy the experience, do great things.
Thanks for being on the show. Most startups naturally need investments to really be able to build, scale and go national and later global. Figuratively speaking, this often makes the investors the beautiful girl on the dance floor. The dance between the two parts, the investors and the startups, can, however, of course, change over time. As a startup develops and becomes mature and successful, the roles could very easily be turned so that the startup no longer has to chase the investors for capital. Rather, the startup could now be chased by the investors.
Investor of the Year. Gobi Partners, Malaysia. Gobi Partners is one of the first venture capital firms with a regional presence across China, Hong Kong and Asia, with over $1.1 billion in assets under management. LaunchHub Ventures, Bulgaria. LaunchHub Ventures is an early-stage VC fund investing in the fields of SaaS, enterprise software, health tech, e-commerce, mobile, IoT, but not limited to those. InVentures, Turkey. InVentures is the leading early-stage internet business accelerator in Istanbul, with a proven track record of successful exits. By Founders, Denmark. By Founders is the For Founders by Founders early-stage venture capital fund investing in the next generation of Nordic and Baltic founders with global ambitions. Kalon Venture Partners, South Africa. Kalon Venture Partners invest in and build a portfolio of high-growth technology companies with innovative business models geared to existing and emerging institutions and their customers. Paola Bonomo, Italy. Paola is a senior executive and non-executive director in technology, media and telecommunications, digital transformations evangelist and coach.
Now it's time to announce the Investor of the Year. Well, look at this, everybody. Does it ring a bell? For 30 years, the Ghostbusters franchise captivated audiences across the world with quirky one-liners and comedic jump scares. Its wide variety of shows and spin-offs have launched memorable lines of offbeat merchandise since its premiere in the early 80s. The funny thing is that Columbia Pictures didn't expect Ghostbusters to be a hit, so they were entirely shocked by how well the film did at the box office. Now, let's talk about the Investor of the Year award. You all deserve the prize, but there can only be one winner. And the winner is Gobi Partners from Malaysia.
Hello everyone, I'm Jamaluddin Bujang, Managing Partners of Gobi Partners Malaysia. First of all, I'd like to thank Global Startup Awards for this honor. This award is very meaningful to us. It indicates that our efforts has been noticed, at least. Thank you again, Global Startup Awards, and to everyone, stay safe.
Well done, Gobi Partners. We expect that you'll celebrate your victory tonight by spending a few of your investment capital on spoiling the team. Southern Europe was added as the 5th region under Global Startup Awards. Besides being the region with the most visited tourist destinations of Europe, it also has a fast-growing startup scene. This is the first year that Southern Europe is competing on the global level. In the next section, we'll meet one of the former regional winners.
Hi all, I'm Giovanni Zappatore, CEO and founder of Bionit Labs, the winning startup in the Best Social Impact Startup category in South Europe Startup Awards. 2020 was a tough and challenging year for us, but at the same time it brought incredible results to our company. In October, we presented the new version of Adamson, the world's first fully adaptive bionic hand, and its accessories. But a most important achievement has been the CE marking of all our products, which makes them ready to hit the market. We also received other important certifications such as the ISO 9001 and the ISO 13485 quality certification for the company. Today we are thrilled to represent South Europe in this contest because we think that this is a developing region full of skills, creativity and spirit of cooperation. We are proud of our origins, and also for this reason we have settled in our research and development center in Lecce, the south of the south, the extreme hill of the Italian booth, where we come from. And through our international vocation, we work for enhancing the resources of our south, speeding up its development and making innovation the driving force for the growth of our economy. I'd like to congratulate the other participants who are competing at the global stage, and we are sure we share the same passion and enthusiasm for such a great opportunity. Although COVID-19 pandemic limited our travels and increased the distances, we firmly believe that the strength of the global startup network is every day stronger. This event for us is a huge party where the most important ingredients are professional and human opportunities, discoveries and new challenges. We strongly believe that the world needs more and more realities that loves to face new challenges and work to breathe life into innovative technologies that can concretely improve people's quality of life. Keep up the good work.
One can compare being a founder with someone doing extreme sports. It demands a strong body and mind. No matter where the founder is from, you'll find a DNA containing courage, vision and enormous resilience. Now let's see who the finalists of the category Founder of the Year are.
Founder of the Year. Kengo Kitara, Cambodia. Kengo founded ArgiBuddy, which mission is to help farmers through the financial services facilitation. They are the aggregators of the agricultural supply chain, from the early stage of cultivation to crops trading. Ivan Jelusic, Croatia. Ivan founded Orca, which is on a mission to become world's #1 technology provider for first-person view, FPV, and advanced remote reality (RR) applications. Roman Gilmanov, Russia. Roman is the founder of Compensair, which is a service that helps to get the rightful compensation if an airline screwed up your flight. Kari Tor Runarsson, Iceland. Kari founded Authentic Company, which is on a mission to revolutionize the identity verification and authentication business. Lynn Musonda, Zambia. Loon founded Savannah Premium Chocolate, Zambia's first single-origin bean-to-bar chocolate maker, using the finest cocoa beans that's grown in Africa. Fabrizio Perone, Italy. Fabrizio is the founder of Balsole, end-to-end influencer marketing platform that allows brands to integrate key influencers into their digital communications in a fully automated way.
Let's find out who has earned the right to carry this prestigious title for the next year. Founders seem to be in a problem-solving mode all the time. It's a bit similar to solving a Rubik's Cube on limited time from scratch each time. It's no easy task, but it's possible. And for each time, founders just get better and better. The Rubik's Cube was, by the way, made in 1974 by Hungarian inventor and professor of architecture Erno Rubik, but got its breakthrough in the mainstream household and reached its popularity in the 80s. Well, let's see who the winner is. It's right here in Cubic. It's Kengo Kitaro from Cambodia.
Thank you for choosing me this wonderful award. When I was selected the Founder of the Year in ASEAN in January of last year, I was able to meet everyone at the venue in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. To be honest, I never imagined that the world would change so much at that time. I love traveling around the world and experiencing new culture and a way of thinking. So, this kind of change is not very welcome for me. But on the other hand, it also means that there are many challenges we can tackle. And it's also a great opportunity for startups. So, let's work together to move the world in the right direction. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Kengo Kitara, on the Founder of the Year award. You deserve it, as you are a true visionary by connecting rural farmers to the financial ecosystem, empowering entire communities. Now, let's shift to another part of the world. In 2019, the Euro-Asian region, the belt between Europe and Asia, was added to the Global Startup Awards family. The startups of the region haven't yet been displayed on the global scene. Still, we can tell you that your fellow startup tribe members of the region are fostering a strong startup ecosystem that you'll hear much more about in the future. Now, let's meet one of the former winners of the region.
Hi everyone, this is Soner from Beat Technologies. Of course, COVID caused a lot of problems last year. But for us, especially seeing that the real estate technologies and shifting the technology from being a traditional industry into more digital industry helped us a lot to see how these technology can evolve and how that can make a really difference in real estates, in commercial buildings, but also in energy efficiency as well. So that was the experience that we had last year. And I would like to say also like a great hello to everyone from the community and from 10 regions and over 100 countries. It's always great to be amongst these great entrepreneurs, but also like people as well that are trying to change the world and making it better for everyone. And we are really happy to share our experience, and I hope that everyone will stay safe and be really successful this year. Thank you very much.
Great to hear from a region that plays a unique role in the world of economics, politics and nature, and the recent years increasingly also in the startup scene. The next 3 categories are the People's Choice categories, where the winners are chosen only based on the public votes. Our first People's Choice category is all about the individuals who are role models in the startup ecosystem. Let's see who the finalists are.
People's Choice Individual. Petra Fuest, Austria. Petra is the founder of Soulmate Coaching and Publishing Limited, one of Germany's biggest coaching companies for women. Petra is not only an entrepreneur, but also a hypnotist and licensed NLP trainer. Tanja Sternbauer, Austria. Tanja is a serial entrepreneur, awarded as Female Role Model in Europe, named one of the 100 most influential businesswomen in Austria, and has been portrayed in different magazines and newspapers. Sarah Rayabli, Azerbaijan. Sarah is an award-winning social entrepreneur based in Azerbaijan. She's the founder of Buta Arts and Sweets, the first social enterprise to promote employment opportunities for women with special needs. Joseph Rutakangwa, Mauritius. Joseph is a tech startup founder that has shown notable achievements over the last year in terms of great customer growth, sales, funds raised, and uniqueness. Lynette Hundermark, South Africa. With over 17 years of experience in the tech, digital marketing, and mobile solution space, Lynette Hundermark is the co-founder of the fast-growing mobile solutions consultancy, Useful and Beautiful. Lucia Dal Negro, Italy. Lucia is a founder of D-Lab, which is a network of consultants specializing in social innovation, purpose-driven communication, and inclusive business.
So now we're ready to see who the winner of the People's Choice Individual category is. We're going to Azerbaijan, and it is Sarah Rajabli.
I believe in the power of social enterprise in leaving legacy in the minds and hearts of people. This is your victory. Thank you so much for your attention, for your time, for your energy, and for your support. Best regards, Sarah Rajabli.
Another region where the startup scene is on the rise is the Southeast Asian region. Since added to the Global Startup Awards in 2015, the entire region has gone through tremendous development. Today, the region houses at least 10 unicorns. Grab, our former global winner of the competition, is on the list. Next, let's meet a guest from the region.
Good day everyone, this is Jeevan from Malaysia. I actually run a tech-based startup here in Southeast Asia, and I've been privileged to work with the Global Startup Awards for quite some time now, for the past 3 to 4 years. Winning all these awards have been really great. I think the biggest achievement was the ability to meet like-minded people from all around the world, understand what people are doing in different parts of the world. Even though what we're doing is the same, there's so much different approaches that I've been able to learn, and been privileged to meet some of you and share those experiences with some of you. As well as I'm kind of excited to be able to attend the first virtual Global Startup Awards, even though it won't be in a nice country where we could all go and sip Mai Tai by the beach, but I'm pretty sure we have to get used to the new norm and probably meet each other in a virtual world, which we could create that beach scenario. And hopefully the guys at Global Startup Awards do that. And besides that, I'd like to just say take care everyone. It's nice virtually meeting you, and I hope to be able to shake that hand and have a glass of beer with you someday. And looking forward to seeing you all online on the 27th, I think, of January. So take care, stay safe, and keep grinding. Cheers.
The second People's Choice category of today is People's Choice Startups. This category houses all the startups within all categories across all the regions. So let's see who did the best in 2020 among all the participating startups across all regions. More than 60 finalists participated, but only the 3 highest voted startups will be presented in detail.
People's Choice Startup. TechY, Vietnam. TechY's mission is to empower the next generations in digital literacy and computational thinking skills in Southeast Asia, as well as facilitate necessary skills in the 4.0 industry. Soundbox, Denmark. Over 50,000 products sold in over 40 countries. Soundbox produces the loudest concert-level volume and high-durability portable speakers, which is the only one in the market with swappable batteries. Mark I, Italy. Mark I is a one-of-a-kind Italian startup that produces customized 3D printers and takes care of the entire production process.
Thank you for still watching the show. It's been really nice hanging out with you. Let's see who the winner of People's Choice Startup category is. It's Soundbox from Denmark. An essential part of the Global Startup Awards tribe is the many organizations supporting it. There are ecosystem partners, country partners, and our regional partners who operate the different regions. As I mentioned earlier, it's all about relationships, so we wanted to add some more faces to the many supporters. Next, we'll meet some of them.
Hello guys, I'm Attila Sándor, the CEO of Eurasian Startup Awards, a region that is member and a super happy part of the Global Startup Awards movement. Under the Eurasian Startup Awards region, we are covering 9 countries: Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, Moldova, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Turkey and Kazakhstan. Amazing countries, amazing ecosystems, and we are happy to be part of the Global Startup Awards and the grand finale. Stay tuned guys, and see you soon.
Hi, I'm Jo Griffiths.
And I'm Caitlin Nash.
And we are so excited to be launching GSA Africa in 2021.
Africa is widely known as the tech continent of the future, and we'll be shining a light on all 54 countries, connecting Africa to the world and the world to Africa.
On behalf of our co-founders, Marica Matsiboem and Giuseppe Laguidara, we at CISA team would like to wish you good luck at the competition. We know how much patience and resilience it took to create such an immersive event this year. We know what you have been through, and we really admire such a huge network of enthusiasts and startup heroes. We are proud to be a part of this initiative.
Hello Global Startup Awards, I am Liliana.
I'm Linda.
And we are from Beta Foundation, and we are from the Southeast Asia region, in particular Malaysia.
We want to wish good luck to all the nominees.
Stay safe, Stay healthy. Bye.
The last People's Choice category embraces the many supporters of the ecosystem. These are the individuals as well as the organizations and initiatives who work hard to improve the conditions for the startup ecosystems. Most of us might be aware that the US and Europe have thriving startup ecosystems. In fact, 16 of the top 20 ecosystems for startups are placed in those two regions. But we also see a strong development in ecosystems from Asia and Africa, where especially cities such as Singapore, Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur, as well as Cape Town, Nairobi, Cairo and Abuja, are taking big forward leaps every year. And now let's see who the finalists are in People's Choice Ecosystem Supporter.
People's Choice Startup Ecosystem Supporter. Ahu Serta, Turkey. Ahu is the founder of Araya Women's Investment Platform, an organization which presents successful investors with opportunities to strategically invest in ambitious female entrepreneurs. Malin Frithiofsson, Sweden. Malin Frithiofsson is president of the board of Women in Tech Gothenburg by day, championing women's participation in technology with WIT GBG by night. Growth Wheel, SA, South Africa. Growth Wheel is a visual tool used by business advisors worldwide to help entrepreneurs make decisions and take action. France Digital, France. France Digital gathers 1,400 French digital startups and VGs, where they aim to turn France into a territory that is conducive to the development of startups in mainland of France and abroad.
It's exciting every time. Let's find out who the winner of People's Choice Ecosystem Supporter is. I have it right here. The winner is, from the cold north, Malin Frithiofsson from Sweden.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This makes me so incredibly happy.
Did you win?
I won! I won! Thank you, and let's continue to have a great evening.
Okay, everybody, we have now arrived at the very last category of this year's show. This category goes to the startup that truly has what it takes to conquer the global market and to deeply impact the world. Based on the common fact that 90% of startups fail and that 3 new startups launch globally every second, making up for 260,000 new startups per day, it is extra impressive to win the award as the best startup of the year. Let's see the finalists.
Startup of the Year. Utrip, Singapore. Utrip is Singapore's first multi-currency mobile wallet with a prepaid MasterCard that lets you pay with no fees in 150 plus currencies at wholesale exchange rates. Druid SA, Romania. Druid is an artificial intelligence company that develops a no-code chatbot design platform which helps any organization to plan, develop and deploy chatbots. For Farming, Turkey. For Farming is supported by artificial intelligence and IoT-based, measurable, controllable and reportable agricultural technology company designed to use in indoor areas. Pleo Technologies ApS, Denmark. Pleo is an out-of-the-box business spending solution that offers smart payment cards for employees, enabling them to buy the things they need for work. Lula, South Africa. Lula is a rideshare business that connects corporate commuters to private shuttlers on their commute to work, saving money and freeing up time. Oval Money, Italy. Oval offers an app for financial coaching and planning that helps people to save according to their rules.
Now we've come to the very end of the show. So, help me here with some drum rolls, please. It's time to see who runs with the Startup of the Year award, undoubtedly the most prestigious award of them all. Also, the legend and king of pop Michael Jackson literally ruled the 80s with his album release Thriller, this one. It's an original cassette. It's from 1982 and it later won him 8 Grammys. He dominated the decade through sold-out tours, iconic fashion, signature originality and huge cultural impact. In the context of the Startup of the Year category, I almost feel like singing the tunes of Michael Jackson's blockbuster hit Wanna Be Starting Something, but I'll spare you. Let's see who the winner is. It's right here. It's Pleo from Denmark.
Hi everyone. We are so excited to have won the Global Startup Awards. It's such an incredible testament to the team and all of the hard work we are putting into Pleo every single day. But I also think it's a testament to Denmark. We have a wonderful growing ecosystem in Denmark, and we can show the world that it's possible to build fantastic companies outside of our little country. So again, thank you everyone. We're so excited.
Congratulations to all the winners, and thanks to all of you for watching and being on this journey back to the 80s while looking into the future through the global startup ecosystem's eyes. We hope that you felt entertained and that you enjoyed this online edition. Who knows, maybe next time we'll meet in the real world. Until then, remember to help your tribe when you can and to shape the future towards a brighter tomorrow. Future shapers, take care and bye.